Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and we've got a very busy forecast coming up for the first weekend of summer that also coincides with Father's Day, and it looks like the remnants of Tropical Depression Bill and a cold front will play a large role in the amount of precipitation and thunderstorms across the region, beginning very late Saturday night and continuing right through Sunday afternoon. It's a sultry morning this morning across the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. Lots of low clouds around the region that we'll show you in a minute. Dew points which are in the upper 60s, meeting the air temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the region, making relative humidity values 100%. And the atmosphere is just saturated at the lower levels this morning. If we take off the observations and we put the satellite image on, you get the picture. Lots of low clouds across the region this morning, extending all the way from the Connecticut River Valley down to Philadelphia. There are breaks to our south and west, and we've got chances of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast today again. Mostly yesterday, we remained in a marine air mass with temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia area, while temperatures spiked into the upper 80s and lower 90s the further south and west you went through Virginia and then the Carolinas as we remained in a marine air mass. We have one disturbance that's moved off the coast this morning and a cold front which is slowly approaching from our northwestern terminals later this afternoon and this evening. And it was supposed to pass through this morning, but the remnants of Tropical Depression Bill have slowed up the front considerably, leaving our air mass bone dry yesterday. But meanwhile, lots of showers, flooding rains, down trees, power lines, and significant hail reported across the Chesapeake region yesterday afternoon and last evening. And this will give you an overall feel of the precipitable water values present in the atmosphere that could be tapped into to any of these showers and thunderstorms as they make their way across the area. Now today is not going to be quite like yesterday. We're going to break into a partly sunny sky. The atmosphere will be pretty stable given the 500 millibar heights and the warming that's occurred in this tropical air mass in place. But ahead of the cold front moving through, there will be enough instability to produce showers and thunderstorms, and with precipitable water values better than 1.5 inches to nearly 2 inches in spots, showers and thunderstorms will contain very heavy downpours. Morning surface chart from weatheroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the reason why everything's a little slower. Here's the warm front as it's begrudgingly made its way off the southern New Jersey coast with a batch of showers, and then more instability here. Here is Tropical Depression Bill. And Bill has actually helped to slow up the extent of the passage of this cold front, which has become nearly stationary over the last couple of hours and will begin to drop down across this region during this afternoon and evening, igniting showers and thunderstorms in scattered areas, which will produce heavy downpours across the region. Not everybody will see them, but the ones that do, be cautious because those downpours will come down very quick and hard across the region. And where will we go for the weekend? Well, tomorrow looks like the best of the 2 days, and then all of this conspires over our region on Sunday. On the aviational weather deck, we have some IFR, some limited IFR, and some MVFR across the region, even some VFR conditions across the region. These areas are now beginning to improve. Some areas are still in IFR, others in VFR. The overall trend is upward, but it could end up being slow in some locations. It's also possible we get a brief downward trend in other areas before a complete return to VFR everywhere later today. So with that in mind, the winds will generally be south to southwest, becoming more west to northwest as the day progresses. We'll end up nearly northeast to east by the end of the period. Wind speeds will reach 12 knots during the afternoon, but otherwise will be less than 10 knots, so the steering will be low in these thunderstorms that occur. For tonight, MVFR possible in showers and thunderstorms early, and then mainly this will be around Wilmington, Atlantic City, and Millville where the front and will co-inspire with this, otherwise VFR conditions. Saturday, the best of the days here, mainly VFR, except MVFR possible in showers and thunderstorms, again around Philadelphia, Trenton, Wilmington, and Reading. Sunday, MVFR, IFR, and low clouds, fog, showers, and thunderstorms, especially late AM through the early afternoon. Monday through Tuesday, VFR conditions expected at this time. We've got a busy forecast coming up. As the cold front moves through, it will stall just to the south of the region. Right now, outside of Newark, it's a soupy 70, dew point 66, humidity 88%. The wind is currently out of the west at 5. Visibilities are better than 10 miles. We do expect some showers and thunderstorms to move into the area, although the terminals forecast maybe not showing that right now. Philadelphia right now is at 71, dew point 66, humidity 84%. The wind is west at 5, visibility 5 in haze. And we do have some fog and haze around the region this morning, reducing visibilities. And again, we'll be looking for scattered isolated showers and thunderstorms with the frontal passage late this afternoon into early this evening. Surf zone forecast for the New Jersey and Delaware beaches today, generally mostly cloudy until 4, and then mostly sunny, patchy fog, chance of showers. High temperatures in the lower 80s, beach winds northwest at 5 to 10, seas surf 2 to 3 feet. Surf temperature 63, UVI index will become high. It's low this morning, but that will change. There's a low risk of rip currents today, however, never swim alone. Always swim in lifeguarded areas and have a flotation device with you. There is little threat of lightning today, but that's according to this. But showers and thunderstorms could still produce lightning if the heights and the cloud tops become a little bit cooler than expected. The next high tide at Belmar will be at 10:10 this morning. Agricultural forecast from Rutgers University for northwestern New Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania. 1/10 of an inch with locally higher amounts today. None expected later tonight and on Saturday. Heavy rain is possible Saturday night and Sunday. Winds for spraying north 5 to 10 today, northeast 5 tonight, east 10 miles on Saturday. Relative humidity is 45 to 55% today, 90 to 100% tonight. 50 to 60% Saturday. Dew points in the low to mid 60s through Saturday. Dry conditions will be fair today, best on Saturday, very poor on Sunday. Now, of course, there'll be some showers and thunderstorms around later this afternoon and early evening, then dry on Saturday and to early Saturday night. Percentage of sunshine, 40% today and 10% on Saturday. I think that is incorrect. That will be a lot more sunshine around the region during tomorrow. UVI index forecast for your skin. UVI will be high today at around 9 once the sun breaks through. This is wrong here. We've noticed this yesterday. The 9 that's forecasted on Sunday should really be for Saturday, and the 5 that's forecasted for Saturday really be for Sunday. So this is a mistake right there. This looks good as a 9 on Monday. Pollen forecast for the weeds, it's low today and will be low or none tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, but that's of course going to change depending on how much rain comes through the region too. The grass pollen is on the low side, moderate tomorrow, pretty moderate on Sunday, and Monday on the high side. Trees on the low side right now. Morning passive visible satellite picture shows lots of clouds around the region this morning, but again, there are some breaks to our south and west, and the breaks in the clouds will be more evident during today than they were yesterday, as the air mass is a little bit more modified into a tropical one rather than just the marine air mass that was in place yesterday with an onshore flow. We have quite a bit of lifting here, and the showers and thunderstorms that move through the region later this afternoon, once again, will have some heavy rain. Now, this is what slowed up the entirety of the front on the northern edge or elsewhere as well. This is tropical depression, which still has a much stronger uniform tropical look of nature to it in the radar mosaic pattern as well, a circular pattern. So we had some moderate rain or light rain that exited in the marine layer and weakened, and probably going to be a relatively dry forecast for most of the region today, excepting where the thunderstorms and showers break out as the warm air begins to move in and the skies break for some partial clearing, making the atmosphere a little bit more unstable, at least in the mid-levels anyway. And that means, well, by the time that we get to the later part of the weekend, this front's going to stall, and then this will move directly over the front, and there comes the heavy rain on Sunday. I want to take a slightly different perspective this morning and show you what the Weather Prediction Center's forecasted charts look like for the next several days. Here is the cold front this morning. Notice the strength of high pressure building in over the south reaches of Canada and the Great Lakes, with Tropical Depression Bill located to our south and west here. And as we move through the day, the cold front will begin to pass through during the afternoon and evening hours with the slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm around the region. The front begins to stall up as we get into Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and here comes the remnants of Tropical Depression Bill along this. It will get absorbed into the front and produce moderate to heavy rain around the region on Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon as this returns to as a warm front across the region. Then this cold front will help in the polar stream once again to knock it down. The cold front will come through early in the morning on Monday with more high pressure building in. This front will also begin to stall out across the southern mid-Atlantic region throughout most of the week, and it's co-located with areas of low pressure along it, and we just lost that. And where these low pressure areas ride along the frontal boundary will mean the chances of showers and thunderstorms in certain regions, and where those showers and thunderstorms are occurring in those regions, It will not allow the showers and thunderstorms to occur in other regions. So it's going to be determined by where this boundary lies and where the areas of low pressure are. It looks right now like Tuesday and early Wednesday could be dry with predominantly a northeast or onshore flow developing as high pressure builds to the north. And then a battle zone develops with more areas of rain, possibly to our south during the midweek period on Thursday and Friday. And then eventually we just break into a more zonal pattern again with high pressure trying to win out. And where this front lies will mean the difference between dry conditions to the north and showers and thunderstorms to the south. Climate Prediction Center 6-day temperature outlook for the month of valid June 24th through the 28th. Below normal temperatures here in the blues. Above normal, of course, with our heat ridge across the southeastern United States. Heat ridge continues with very warm anomalies across the west as well. Precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days will be above average here in the greens. That includes us in the northern mid-Atlantic. And the 14-day outlook, 8 to 14 days riding into July 2nd. Again, we're in an area with below average temperatures and above average precipitation. So it's a very active pattern still in play here as we exit June and go into July. The HRR's convective available potential energy forecast for today is showing that we'll be getting up to about 1,000 joules per kilogram, and the temperature contrast, the thermal contrast between the ocean and the land by later this afternoon is signaling some areas where the Cape values could get as high as 1,500, and that would mean some very heavy downpours in any of the thunderstorms that occur across the region before everything begins to wax and wane. It looks like the HRR hopefully it's not suffering from convective feedback, but is using the thermal boundary here around our bays and oceans here to increase the convective available energy for any of these showers and thunderstorms to produce very heavy downpours late this afternoon and evening. As a result of that, its radar display is showing showers and thunderstorms developing to our north and west ahead and along the cold front as it slices through. Again, it's focusing the thermal gradient right over northeastern New Jersey, the lower Hudson River Valley area, the New York City metro terminals where some heavy downpours could occur. We'll be monitoring this as these slide south and east to the coast, and then just more of a popcorn nature to the showers and thunderstorms scattered about the region late this afternoon and evening with the loss of heating and the loss of everything else as the cold front begins to slide to our south and east. To be quite honest, with a tropical depression, none of the mesoscale models are going to handle this forecast exactly as they're progged, so we're just going to wing it here and do our best that we can. Cold front comes through, high pressure showers and thunderstorms exit tonight, a dry atmosphere for tomorrow, and tomorrow evening winds become more onshore again. Here comes the development of a warm front, the remnants of tropical depression Bill, and a cold front in the polar stream to our north and west, and this would be for Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Warm air advection ensues, clouds begin to approach as the warm front begins to move into the area very close to it, and the remnants of tropical depression Bill. This all is with the warm front developing across the region, and light to moderate rain breaks out across the region on Sunday. Right now, the GFS is focusing the moderate to heavy rain across the Delmarva region, southern New Jersey. This could extend a little bit further north than what is progged right now currently on Sunday morning. So do be mindful that moderate to heavy rain will be in periods around the region on Sunday and Sunday afternoon. And finally, the cold front's going to come through on Sunday night or into early Monday morning, exiting with the showers and thunderstorm threat. And then Monday right now looks dry and warm across the region as high pressure builds into the region once again. Then another warm front begins to move into our west and develops to our west on Tuesday. Again, most of Tuesday should be dry with a weak frontal passage early in the morning, and then warm air advection begins with another disturbance moving through. Again, this is our stalled out front with waves of low pressure along it. There will be chances of showers and some thunderstorms across the region pretty much through anytime next week through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Where this front lies and where these disturbances travel along the front will make the determination of who gets the showers and thunderstorms and who does not. So like I've been saying, you're really just going to need to carry that umbrella and be prepared for downpours. And also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and welcome summer, because summer begins on Sunday as well. And of course, we'll be covering everything live in fashion as we always do on GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a terrific weekend. Happy Father's Day and happy summer, and we'll be back on Monday morning.